Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Got another knife video for you, and today I thought I'd show you another Rough Rider that I have. I got this a few weeks ago, and it's model RR304, and you notice Rough Rider is spelled R-I-D-E-R instead of R-Y-D-E-R. Um, I guess they spell it this way, for a while, and a couple years ago they changed it back the way it was originally spelled with a Y. But anyways, this is a pretty cool knife, and there's a little story why I kind of bought it, but I'll explain that a little later. So this is the Rough Rider Red Jig Bone Work Liner Lock. So essentially, it has a back spring like a slip joint, but it has a brass liner lock. So this knife is really sturdy. There's very slight blade play. But yeah, works just like a regular liner lock. Push it over. And it's got spring tension in the back spring, so just like that. It's kind of a combination slip joint liner lock. But as you can see, I don't know, maybe you can't put it on the scale here. This is not a small knife. Overall length, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just under 8.5 inches. Blade length is about 3 5/8. Cutting edge, you got about almost 3.5 inches of cutting length. Handle length is quite long. You got about 4 5/16, a little over 4.5. So it's not a small knife. But anyways, it's a drop point. You got your 440 razor sharp steel. It's so polished you can't. I don't know if I can get you to be able to see it. Again, it's highly polished. It's a fingerprint magnet, but you got your RR Rough Rider, and it's spelled like that, R-I-D-E-R. Model number RR304, made in China. You got red jig bone scales, brass pins, brass liners, brass liner lock. You got your nickel silver shield. That says Rough Rider. Overall fit and finish on this thing, it came really dirty. There was a lot of black dirt inside the grooves of the scales, inside the shield. I mean, basically, pretty filthy knife. I don't know how long it's been sitting around, but other than that, the pins, a couple of them stick up a little bit. You can catch, and it might be just the way they're placed inside the jig. This one sticks up more. I don't know if I can show that. Not bad though. Shield's good. The back spring and liners and the scales are all even. Slight gaps in there. But hey, this thing cost $12.99, $13. I'm not gonna nitpick a very small gap in the back or a pin sticking up just a little bit higher than the others. Everything else is perfectly smooth. The biggest issue with this is the blade centering. As you can see, it's not very centered. And actually, it does rub a little bit. I don't know. You can see some rub marks on that side of the blade. So I don't know if that's if the liner lock is pushing it over, because it's a pretty strong liner lock right there. But with that said, you know, that's the biggest thing. And it's a $13 knife. It's intended to be a work knife. I mean, that's what it's called, work liner lock. Ergos on this are actually good. I was worried about the liner lock sticking up like that, but really, that doesn't bother me at all. Kind of locks your hand in place. You can choke up a little bit. You can get up on here very easy. Handle's plenty long enough. Like I always say, I wear extra large size gloves. You easily get 4-finger grip on it. And choke up, you can see how much I got sticking out. It's not very thick or tall. I mean, it's only widest spot on the heel. You put it like this, about 1 inch total. So it's kind of a slim knife. Like I said, it's not a small knife. And I've carried this, and I found the best place for me to carry this knife is right in my back pocket. I put it in my back pocket like that. I reach behind, pull it out, use it. It's a pretty good slicer. It slices pretty good. I haven't sharpened or stropped or anything. I've used this a fair amount, but it came perfectly sharp. So slices through cardboard pretty good. Oh yeah, it's gonna tell you the little story. So I wasn't into Rough Riders or traditional knives until I saw a Big Red EDC video, and he was going over some Rough Riders. I'm like, man, they're cool. I found other channels. I'll go over some of the channels in another video. Ones I watch for traditional knives. There's quite a few really good channels out there. But Big Red's the first one I found it. I watched a video on a traditional knife, and it was Rough Rider. Well, he just went through all his knife collection, all his red knives. Kind of collects red knives, Big Red, right? And he actually has one of these. And I was already thinking about getting one. So I kind of joked in the comments, I'm going to buy one of these Rough Riders and name it Big Red after him. So this will be forever known as Big Red. And yeah, I'm keeping it. It has a few issues. Blade centering, but hey, it's a $13 knife. I'm going to beat it. I'll use it. I like carrying this in the back pocket. It's not a lightweight. I'm not sure exactly what it weighs. I don't think I've weighed it, but yeah, it's 4.05 ounces. It's not the lightest knife, but 4 ounces isn't bad. And yeah, you can slip this in your front pocket, but I carry other things in my front pocket, and they just get beat up. So back pocket, I usually have a small hank, microfiber cloth hank, my Recycled Firefighters minimalist wallet in the back pocket, and just slips right down next to them and stays put. But yeah, so this might be my last Rough Rider for a little while. Give it a break. I got a couple knives I'm waiting for one knife to drop, and I have one on pre-order, so I'm waiting for those two. And until they come in, I think I'm gonna do some of my other EDC gear, and maybe I'll show all my knives, my whole knife collection. But this is Big Red, named Big Red. It's the first knife I named. So Big Red, if you see this is an honor of you, right? And guess that's it. As usual, if you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have one of these, any Rough Riders, traditionals, or whatever, anything, just leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And along with that, I've gotten quite a few new subscribers, and some of them came from Big Red EDC. He mentioned my channel and a live stream, so I appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone that subscribes. And until next time, bye.